Hi, welcome to Michelle Louise Lifestyle. Thought I'd take some minutes to just introduce myself and the purpose of my company and how I might be able to help you move forward and live kind of the life that you want to live. I think when you hear the word life coach, quite often we turn off. We're not too sure what that means, or we think that we don't need that, and perhaps for some of us we don't. What I'd like you to consider with life coaching, especially at Michelle Louise Lifestyle, is it being a place for you to think, just to think. Think about all those things that maybe we just don't get time to think about anymore. We're busy with work, we're busy with families, we're busy with friends, making plans, meeting demands, all of those things. And I don't know if you've heard the phrase, keep it private until it's permanent. But sometimes those things don't ever come about because we want to talk about the plans, we want to talk about our hopes, and we want to talk about our dreams and our next steps and our next moves. However, sometimes when we put that out there in the world, quite often, even the people who love us the most, they find reasons why we can't do it. And that stops us. That puts fear in our minds, it puts doubt in our minds. And so I want you to think that when you come here and you're speaking to me, that you can put all of those things out there. And then all we're going to do together is find a way to make that happen. We're going to find a way. There's no judgment, there's no fear, there's no criticism. There's just, what is it that you want? What's your next step? What's your dreams? What are you struggling with? How can we move past that? How can we make those things happen? So when it comes to, it could be a hobby that you want to take up, but we're never finding the time. When you're coming to me, we'll have a timeline. We'll put in a realistic timeline, and each week something small that you'll do. Before you know it, you've picked up a new hobby. Is it an instrument you want to play? Maybe you want to put some boundaries in place. You're just struggling with some things and it's become such a habit you don't know how to get out of it. So small things continually happening where you can then talk about them with me. We can put a plan in motion, something that you can do to help create those healthy boundaries. Small and often, something that you are able to manage, something that you are able to achieve, and those changes can happen. Do you want to make changes in your finances? Do you want a new career? Do you want to move up in your career? Do you want to make some new friends? Do you need to tackle some situations you're going through with your friends? We can talk about all of it without judgment in a free and safe space. And remember, these are things that you can do, that you can talk about. You can change your life. I'm not saying it happens overnight. For some of my clients, it might be a matter of weeks. For other clients, it could take months. It depends on what they want, what time they have, how often we can meet, and what those achievable targets are. But they are achievable. So if you are looking for something, if you're wanting to make some changes, if you're wanting to try something new, if you're wanting to just talk, if you're struggling, you just feel flat, you don't know what you want, but you know that something needs to change and you don't quite know who to turn to, if that is something that you are thinking of, then please take a little look at my website, DM me if you'd like, go onto my Instagram, all the information is below. Reach out, we can have a little chat and see what we can do. Thank you for taking the time, and I hope to see you all soon.